If you've tried meditation, mindfulness, breathing exercises, all of it, and you still can't stay present, I need you to hear this. The problem isn't your discipline, it's not your technique, and it's definitely not that you're doing it wrong. The real reason you can't stay present is actually terrifying, but once you understand it, everything changes. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why your nervous system won't let you be here now, and the 3 practices that will finally make presence possible. For years, I thought I was broken. Everyone talks about living in the present moment like it's this simple thing. Just be here now. Focus on your breath. Stop thinking about the past and future. And I tried. God, I tried. Hours of meditation, mindfulness apps, presence practices. But my mind kept racing. My body stayed tense. I couldn't land in the present no matter how hard I worked at it. And then I discovered the truth that changed everything. I wasn't failing at presence. My nervous system was protecting me from it, because to my body, the present moment felt dangerous. And until I addressed that, no amount of meditation was going to help. Here's what we're covering. First, the shocking reason your nervous system won't let you be present. Second, the 3 signs that your body believes the present is unsafe. And third, the 3 nervous system practices that will finally allow you to rest in the now without forcing it. Let's start with the truth that nobody in the mindfulness space wants to talk about. Your inability to stay present isn't a focus problem, it's a safety problem. Here's what's actually happening. Your nervous system has one job: keep you alive. And based on your past experiences, your nervous system has learned that being fully present can be dangerous. Maybe you experienced trauma. Maybe you grew up in chaos where you had to constantly scan for threats. Maybe you learned that letting your guard down meant getting hurt. So your nervous system developed a brilliant strategy: keep you anywhere but here. Keep you in the past, ruminating and analyzing what went wrong so you can prevent it next time. Keep you in the future, planning and preparing and controlling so you're never caught off guard again. Because in your nervous system's experience, the present moment is where bad things happen. This is why all the presence techniques feel like you're fighting against yourself. Because you are. Your conscious mind wants to be present, but your nervous system, which is way more powerful than your conscious mind, is screaming, "It's not safe, stay vigilant, don't relax." Think about it. When you try to meditate, what happens? Your mind floods with thoughts, your body gets restless, you feel anxiety or discomfort. That's not you being bad at meditation. That's your nervous system saying, "We can't afford to be still right now. Something might happen. We need to stay alert." The spiritual teachers tell you to just breathe through it, to observe the thoughts, to stay with the discomfort. And sometimes that works. But if your nervous system genuinely believes that presence equals danger, no amount of willpower is going to override that ancient survival mechanism. This is why so many people quit meditation. They think they're failing, when really they're just trying to be present in a nervous system that hasn't been taught that presence is safe. It's like trying to sleep while someone's screaming, "Fire!" No relaxation technique is going to work until you address the alarm. And here's the most important part. This isn't your fault. You're not broken. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it's designed to do based on the information it has. The solution isn't to force yourself to be present. It's to show your nervous system that being present is actually safe. So how do you know if your nervous system is blocking presence? Here are the 3 signs that your body believes the present moment is unsafe. Sign number 1. You can only relax when everything is perfect. You tell yourself you'll be present after you finish this project, after you solve this problem, after you check one more thing, after everything is under control. But that moment never comes because your nervous system doesn't trust relaxation. It believes that letting your guard down is how you get hurt. This is hypervigilance disguised as productivity. Your body is constantly scanning for threats, constantly preparing for disaster, constantly making sure you're ready for whatever comes next. And presence requires the exact opposite: surrendering control, trusting that you're safe right now, even when everything isn't perfect. Sign number 2. Physical presence feels uncomfortable or even scary. When you try to drop into your body, really feel your breath, your heartbeat, the sensations in your chest, you feel panic or numbness or an urgent need to distract yourself. You can't sit still. You can't be alone with yourself. Being in your body feels wrong. This is dysregulation. Your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight, and your body has become associated with threat. So when you try to come home to your body through presence practices, it feels like you're walking into danger. Your system wants you to stay in your head, where you can think and plan and control, because dropping into your body means feeling all the unprocessed activation that's been stored there. Sign number 3. You feel exhausted, but you can't rest. You're tired all the time, but when you try to actually be still, your mind races. You scroll your phone, you create busy work, you find problems to solve. You cannot just be. Because rest requires presence, and presence requires safety. And your nervous system hasn't received the message that you're safe. This is the paradox. You desperately need to rest, but rest requires being present, and being present triggers your survival system. So you stay stuck in this exhausting middle ground, too activated to rest, too depleted to fully engage. And you beat yourself up for not being able to just be present when really your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. If even one of these resonates, here's what I want you to know. You don't have a presence problem. You have a nervous system regulation problem. And the solution isn't more meditation. It's teaching your body that it's safe to be here now. Now here's how you actually fix this. These aren't traditional mindfulness practices. These are nervous system practices that create the safety you need before presence becomes possible. Practice number 1, gentle titration. This is the secret that changed everything for me. You don't force yourself into full presence all at once. You titrate, which means you touch presence for just a few seconds, then come back out. You build your capacity slowly. Here's what this looks like. Instead of a 20-minute meditation where you're white-knuckling through anxiety, you practice micro moments. 5 seconds of feeling your feet on the ground. Then you open your eyes and look around. 3 seconds of noticing your breath. Then you move your body. 10 seconds of feeling your hands. Then you do something active. You're teaching your nervous system that presence is safe by giving it an escape route. By proving that you can drop in and come back out. That being present doesn't mean getting stuck there. That it's okay to feel your body because you're in control of the dosage. Do this 10 times a day. Just tiny moments of presence with breaks in between. Over time, your nervous system learns, oh, being here is safe. I can feel my body and nothing bad happens. I can be present and I'm still in control. And slowly, your window of tolerance for presence expands. This is why traditional meditation fails for so many people. They're trying to do an hour of presence in a nervous system that can only handle 10 seconds. Start where you are. Build slowly. Honor your system's limits. Practice number 2, embodied safety cues. Your nervous system doesn't speak English. It speaks sensation. So you can tell yourself, I'm safe 1,000 times. But if your body doesn't feel safe, your system won't believe you. Here's how you create real safety signals. First, get your body into positions that signal safety. Put your back against a wall. Sit in a corner where you can see the whole room. Wrap yourself in a blanket. Pet your dog or cat. These aren't just comfort activities. They're biological safety cues that tell your nervous system, we're protected, we're not exposed, we can rest. Second, use bilateral stimulation. Cross your arms and tap alternating shoulders. Rock gently side to side. Do butterfly taps on your knees. This activates both hemispheres of your brain and sends a message that you're safe to integrate experience, not just survive it. Third, practice orienting. This is a game changer. When you notice yourself getting anxious or leaving the present, slowly look around the room. Turn your head, notice colors, shapes, objects. Let your eyes land on things that feel pleasant or neutral. You're showing your nervous system, look, there's no threat here, we're safe. We can be present because the environment is actually okay right now. These aren't meditation techniques, these are safety techniques, and safety is the foundation that makes presence possible. Practice number 3, co-regulation before self-regulation. Here's what nobody tells you about presence. It's way easier in the presence of another regulated nervous system. When you're with someone who's calm, grounded, and present, their nervous system helps regulate yours. This is called co-regulation, and it's how we're designed to find safety. Before you try to meditate alone in your room, spend time with people, animals, or environments that feel calming. Sit with a friend who makes you feel safe. Spend time in nature where the slow rhythm of the trees and water regulates your system. Be around a calm dog or cat whose peaceful presence soothes yours. You're borrowing their regulation until your system remembers how to self-regulate. There's no shame in this. We're social creatures. We regulate in relationship. And sometimes the most powerful presence practice is simply being with someone who's already present and letting your system sync up with theirs. Once you've co-regulated, presence practices become 1,000 times easier because your nervous system already knows what safety feels like. It's not trying to figure it out from scratch in the middle of meditation. It's returning to a state it's already experienced in relationship. The path to presence isn't through forcing your mind to be still. It's through teaching your body that it's safe to be here. Gentle titration, embodied safety cues, co-regulation before self-regulation. These create the foundation. And from that foundation, presence stops being something you have to work for and starts being something you naturally rest in. I want to leave you with this. If you've struggled with presence, you haven't been failing. You've been trying to build a house without a foundation. The foundation is safety. The foundation is a regulated nervous system. The foundation is a body that trusts it's okay to be here now. We covered why your nervous system blocks presence, because it's trying to protect you. We identified the 3 signs that your body believes presence is dangerous, and we walked through the 3 practices that create the safety you need: gentle titration, embodied safety cues, and co-regulation. This isn't about being perfect at meditation. It's about being honest about what your system actually needs. Maybe you need 5 seconds of presence, not 5 minutes. Maybe you need to be with someone safe before you can be alone with yourself. Maybe you need to feel your back against a wall before you can feel safe in your body. That's okay. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Presence isn't a performance. It's not something you achieve through discipline. It's something you allow when your body finally feels safe enough to land. And that safety doesn't come from forcing yourself to breathe through panic. It comes from gentle, patient, compassionate nervous system work that proves to your body slowly that being here is actually okay. So here's your practice for today. Don't try to meditate for 20 minutes. Just find 5 seconds of presence. Feel your feet. Notice your breath. Touch something soft, and then come back out. Do it again later and again. You're not trying to be present all the time. You're just showing your nervous system in small, safe doses that presence is possible. You deserve to feel at home in your body. You deserve to rest in the present moment. And it's closer than you think. It's just on the other side of safety. Thanks for being here. Let me know in the comments which practice are you going to try first. And remember, if presence feels hard, it's not because you're broken. It's because you're still learning that you're safe. You've got this. Welcome home.